Welcome back into the show. This Bay Area-based food tech startup, Scifi Foods, has been working to develop an alternate approach when it comes to consuming meat. And it's officially become the first organization in the world to announce edible beef cell lines that grow in single-cell suspension. I know that sounds like a lot, so joining us now to break it down for us is CEO and co-founder Joshua March. Joshua, thank you so much for joining us here on
Of course, great to be on.
Yeah, it's so awesome having you. Now, that was a mouthful. No pun intended. But beef cells, when you hear stuff like that, can you break it down for our viewers, and what exactly does that mean?
Yeah, absolutely. So, we're working on bringing cultivated meat to reality. Right? Cultivated meat means that we're growing real meat, so real, in our case, beef cells that are taken out of a cow, but then the cow doesn't have to be killed, and we're able to produce huge amounts of meat just from the cells. Now, that's a really exciting proposition because it means that we can actually eat like real meat that tastes just as great. And I love eating meat, but plant-based meat doesn't quite kind of cut it for me. And this is real, but without any of the climate issues or animal welfare issues that come with large-scale industrial agriculture. So it's really exciting. But the biggest challenge in cultivated meat is cost. How can you actually produce these cells cheaply enough so that you can actually use it as a food ingredient? And the biggest 0 to 1 to actually make this possible and commercially viable is to have animal cells that will grow in big steel tanks, which people call bioreactors or cultivators. And normally when you take a cell from an animal, it doesn't want to do that. And getting that cell to grow in single-cell suspension is basically just a technical way of saying you can get it to grow in these big steel tanks. And that unlocks this like huge 1,000-fold decrease in the cost of production, which is like the biggest barrier to making cultivated meat a reality. And so it's super exciting that we hit that milestone just in the last couple of months.
Oh my goodness, super exciting. I think that's an understatement.
Yeah.
This is literally quite possibly going to change the way we eat meat in the future.
That's the goal.
I mean, that must, as the CEO and co-founder of Scifi Foods, that must be incredibly, I don't even want to use the word exciting. I don't know. How does it feel? Yeah,
no, it's amazing. I mean, I first came across the idea of growing meat outside the animal, actually reading a science fiction book.
Really?
Almost 15 years ago.
Wow.
And I've been dreaming about making it possible ever since then. And so it's really exciting to now actually be working on it and to be making the technology that's going to make it possible.
So you actually got the idea 15 years ago from reading, you said a
science fiction book.
A science fiction book. So how did you make your dreams a reality? Because 15 years ago, up until now, that means you've been working at something for a very long time. Yeah,
I mean, I wasn't working on the company the whole time. I was working on other things for a lot of that time. But for many years before founding the company, I was speaking with scientists and understanding the different challenges in making this possible. And what really became clear to me was that if we wanted cultivated meat to have a huge impact on the world, it needed to be affordable. Right? And the cost of producing it was really the #1 biggest challenge that was getting in the way of making that possible. And I founded the company in order to figure out a more viable approach to doing that. And that's exactly what we're doing.
Now, you yourself, Josh, you have tried meat alternatives?
Yes, all the time.
Okay, so what did you want to make different about yours?
Yeah, I mean, look, so I love burgers, right?
Who doesn't?
I love meat. I love eating burgers. I'm very aware of the negative issues around industrial agriculture and climate change. And I think I think the work that leading plant-based meat companies have done has been great. It's kind of opened up the market, but they still don't taste like meat. Right? And fundamentally, if you want to be able to persuade majority of people to switch their habits, you need to create, you can't ask them to make sacrifices. And so that was really our goal here, is how do we create products that taste just as great as the real thing? Well,
we are about to, we're going to get to that in just a second, and I can't wait to try it. But Scifi Foods has some pretty big backers. I mean, Coldplay, huge internationally known band. How did that come about?
Yeah, so they were one of our early backers, and they have a big interest in sustainability, and so they support a number of different companies who are working on more like sustainable alternatives. And so it was really just sort of connections of other companies also working in other areas for sustainability.
Yeah, and it sounds like a lot of people believe in your idea and what you're trying to get out 100%. There in this world.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that must be nice to have some support,
Yeah, no, it's one of the most amazing things about working on a problem that can have such a huge impact on the world is just the incredible people who rally around to help make it a reality.
Well, what has been some of the most challenging parts of this entire journey to get to this point today?
Yeah. You know, what we're doing fundamentally has never been done before. Right? And so we've had to really come up with novel strategies and put together really experienced teams and persuade experienced scientists who are otherwise working in, you know, more stable, kind of normal things and say, come and work on this crazy idea and crazy problem with us.
Yeah.
But you know, we've been running really, really quickly since starting the company, and I'm really excited about the progress we've made.
Ah, well, we are excited too, and we have a burger here from Scifi
so
Foods.
You're about to be one of I'm not sure how many people, probably sub 100 people who've actually eaten cultivated beef in the world.
Yeah.
So it's pretty exciting.
Cool.
We can share
so
one of our burgers.
A little part of history right
Yeah,
here,
you're a little
right?
part of history.
That's awesome.
You want to try it?
I do want to try it. Okay, I'm going to grab this first one.
Okay. Yeah.
And I love how they're mini. Oh, you put pickles on it too.
Oh yeah, I probably should have asked if you like pickles.
No, I love pickles.
Okay,
My husband
great.
is at home saying, good job, guys, good job. All right, we're going to take a big bite, everybody.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh my gosh.
It's a pretty great burger, right?
It literally tastes the exact same as a real, legit burger.
Because it has real beef in it, just without the cow.
Oh my gosh. To describe this to, I'm making a little bit of a mess here, so I'm going to take this. I wish I could eat this entire thing right here, but our viewers know I am a little bit of a mess when it comes to eating food. I'm going to save the rest of this.
Burgers are supposed to be pretty messy.
Yes. Texture, the beef texture, the exact same. Like you said, tastes like real beef, the flavor, you get the saltiness, the chewiness. That's amazing. That's delicious. Oh my gosh, I can't. What would you say to people to convince them? Because, you know, there's always people who might have doubts. What would you do to convince people to try this and to give it a go?
Yeah, I mean, I think fundamentally there's a lot of people who are going to be interested in trying it, right? This is like, in some ways, a taste of the future. And I think that's really exciting. And once you taste it and you experience how great it is, I think that will convince a lot of people to keep buying it.
I think so too. I will tell our viewers right here, right now, the taste itself is going to draw you in. So I encourage everyone to try this. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
thank you. I have a little gift for you.
Oh, awesome.
Sci-Fi Foods hat.
Yes.
So, there we go.
Love this. Thank you so much from Sci-Fi Foods. I appreciate it. It's so cool to be a little bit part of history, you know?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Josh. And to learn more about Sci-Fi Foods, we will have a link on our website at liveinthebay.tv.